flashes for Lunatic. So they have no smoke, actually, which is might be a little bit difficult considering Kick Esports is rocking the double Molotov. So that might play a factor later on to the round. But it seems like Kick Esports is going quickly towards that B site, ready for the punt, ready to take that site.
And holding that down, it's going to be Lunatic up top, Darko down below, and already Dink. Lunatic gone, finished off there by Renato God, who's tagged up. Joining in, I think it was a Cunha God before last week. He's currently tagged up as Cunha. It was Nico yesterday, now it's Cunha Nikki. And speaking of the devil, he's on down. Mulsi finds that quick frag as the rest of the team start pushing out. Nice little finish off there. The Molotov will slow down anybody, but Darko's still on top of Yellow Train. Tapping away, finds a second headshot, maybe even a third as he falls back. Happy with the man advantage.
And look at that position there from Mulsi, and Darko just continuing that pressure, giving so much room for Mulsi to find that double kill on the flank, and that's very, very well played there from Darko and Mulsi. And that's going to be the 1-0 for the Polish side, and they will be onto the bye right here. Kick Esports not quite able to get that bomb down in time, and it's going to be just a full-on save for them, just a deagle for Renato, who was able to pick up 2 kills, so that's a little bit of a bonus weaponry for him, but it should be a pretty straightforward round for PACT unless something horribly goes wrong here.
Yeah, PACT are looking very warmed up. They just finished off a match on ESEA something or rather versus AAA, and one quick heal going Mulsi's way yet again, leading the PACT. Joining in, but they had beat I think it was AAA, the French squad, 16-6 on Nuke. So they're coming to this one hot. Kick Esports are gonna have to warm up fast if they want to put up a good fight against the Poles.
Yeah, I mean, you can just tell by PACT's decision making right now. They're just contesting every area of the map. There's no area gone uncontested right now.
Yeah, Tom right now pushed up. He's already scared them back. Lunatic's got himself up to Teak on, and that's bunching up the rest of the T's to go down Pop Dog, where currently they've got a player lying in wait. Mulsi's begging them to come down. That they do, they stack up, and they do get the frag, and all the aggression is left in an open bomb site, but Veggie rounds the corner. He's going to find himself 1-2 before Shisley ends him and picks up the M4 to try and get some more damage done, and that he'll do. Suddenly a 1 versus 2 from what seemed like it was going to be a fairly standard round, and now he's heard one more player up top, which leaves them actually a second player up top. Shisley's going to take the fight to them. It was a good attempt. Tom will survive that with the second frag of the round, and they'll grab those 2 M4s as well. Oh no, sorry, didn't manage to grab that second one. We just the FAMAS.
That's actually a big loss for PACT. Now they're on double eco territory on map like Train already. That's dangerous. Very important round here for both of these teams. Kick Esports could easily come back into this game if they just pick up this round right here. Well, they have more than what they need to make it work too. 5 AKs, a lot of utility on most players. I think Renato really the only one kind of lacking there. But besides that, it should be a favorable round here for Kick. But let's see what PACT is up to. I mean, they have 4 rifles, an MP9 in the hands of Mulsi, who's contesting ladder. There's already a good decision making from PACT right now to contest that and hold down that ladder area, deny it. Kick and kind of mess around with the rotations a little bit.
Meanwhile, Tom's got himself aggressive all the way through Ivy, up on top of the dumpster, and announcing his presence as he leaves a bit of damage, but it's actually damage over towards Darko, and that's going to be Veggie trying to answer that one back on the B-bomb site. PACT thinning their pack already as Kick finds that first frag early on.
Yeah, I mean, Shizzy barely took any damage from that duel too, so they're in a pretty good position right now to close off this round, but Shizzy's playing with fire right now.
Time taken away. Renato holding that B-bomb site as they start to bring their team back together. Still one more player watching Ivy. Got to keep an eye for T-Con as well, as Lunatic has got himself in there, but hasn't aggressed on it quite so far. You can see he's thinking about it at the 45-second mark. I think Mulsi's going to be the player to watch. This time, not with the rifle, and he hears them drop on down. He makes the swing in with the MP9, and he will be dropped. That's 2-man advantage now for the Portuguese.
Yeah, I mean, something needs to be done here by PACT. They cannot wait for the commitment from Kick. Something needs to happen. You can see Lunatic's already taken into his own hands. He's pushing through the T-Con area. He might find himself on a forward position on the flank, and it seems like PACT is choosing the right site to hit right now with all the information provided by that flank player coming in. And there it is, the B hit.
20 seconds as well. Now the damage done, not going to be finalized though. It's going to be heavy lifting for Veggie to do, but he only gets the 1 quick frag. And Lunatic here at the right second, trying to deny the bomb plant. It's not going to happen. He shoots just over the top of the head. Cunha is going to find that frag. 3 for Plat in the round, and Kick get their first one up on the board against the Polish powerhouses.
Yeah, keeping 3 players alive too. That's kind of huge for Kick. But now PACT is in a very awkward situation. I think they're going to go ahead and force buy off that. But I wonder, yeah, Tom is going to whoop out the glass cannon up. That's... Ooh.
Watch this man. I said he was the player to watch. He's a heavy hitter. Was on that Pride roster. I expected him to go to like AGO. I even said during warm-up that he could have gone to like Virtus Pro. But early on, they're going to lose that first player.
Already off to a bad start. A nice attempt there from Veggie, but even doing a point of damage there. That's a big loss. Yeah, I mean, if
This probably is an overcommitment. I mean, I was hyping this guy up, but I wouldn't hype him up so much for the 4th round hero AWP, but we'll see what he can do with it. So far, he's gone unchallenged. Nobody even headed towards it. Ivy as Misk just watching that from afar. It's the opera of the kick side. We'll see him get that eventually, I'd imagine.
nice. I like the teamwork from Kick, just methodically taking parts of the map, taking upper control. Renato takes down Lunatic after being dinked. That's some damage dealt, and there it is. Now the defense is crumbling for PACT. And it's just Tom. He's probably just going to try to hold on to that op as long as possible. Darko trying to make something happen, but he's also removed. And yeah, just Tom now, one man.
Yeah, up against 5 players.
Yeah, he's going to try to save
I assume would start hunting him. I don't know if he actually pulled the trigger so if they know, because everyone else just looked like they were on a plain old eco. They're finally planting the bomb at that 44-second mark, and they're sprinting across that a little bit. I think that they might just play this one safe. Happy to start building up that economy into round number 5, because they're going to tie things up early on here, 2-2. We had lost Lunatic for a split second, but he's jumped right back in it. And I had tabbed out recently because I'm like, I know I've seen these names before. Mulsey and Lunatic. Lunatic I was familiar with, but it was Mulsey and Darko. It's some of the old Pampa team and old team Refuse from like back in 2016 when I first started casting, like forever ago. Like I know I've seen these guys forever ago. That's where I know them from.
Yeah, and Tom just... Yeah, I don't think they have an idea that he has an op. That's why they're not really aggressively hunting for it.
So that bomb will tick on over. All 5 players for Kick will keep themselves alive, bolster that economy. And the loss bonus not up enough yet. So Tom is going to be in an awkward spot for another round with a hero AWP. Just a little nade stack. Darko and Veggie going to pick up some HEs. Looks like they're going to go over towards T-Con as well. And unluckily for them, nobody's there. So if they do decide to throw us, oh, they're actually saving him. Oh, here's some footsteps. They chuck those in towards Pop Dog and chunk Renato and Shisley down to the 60s.
Okay, not a bad start. Now you got to make the USBs and that op in the hands of Tom. You got to make that work somehow. Tom, first line of contact. Nice.
Beautiful shot right there. We saw another one cross towards E-Box as the rest of the CTs starting to rotate around. They're falling one by one. Tom is down. That's the op drop. Just taking Darko alive, but Darko finds one on sight. That's an AK to pick up. Another one coming down Pop Dog, but he will fall. Tom. Oh, sorry, not Tom. It's Darko. Just over the top. Flat will stay alive ever so barely. 3 players survive, and now we'll have the buy come back out for reals here on the Polish side.
Yeah, just a single op. I was wondering if they could pick up a second op, and nobody has the money for it. Just going to be Lunatic with the op this time around, not Tom. But yeah, Kick Esports, full utility. Still no op presence from their side yet, though. Just been rifles out for them, and it seems to be working so far, but now the real test is here.
No kit, which could be dangerous. Moderate utility there on that CT side. Full utility for Kick. They start posturing up, waiting for some aggression. The CTs have showed they want to do, and there it is. Mulsey finds one through the 4. Shisley is down, and now a little nade to answer back. Mulsey should get out of there, and he does just in time. So here's that clack around. He's going to go back in, and he makes Platt kill his teammate in the process, but he will take Mulsey with him. Still man advantage for the Polish side to start moving a T out through mid, over through main. I think Veggie's aware of this.
Yeah, Veggie's in that sandwich area. He seems to be looking in the right direction. I'm not quite sure, but I don't think he... Oh, now he's not.
No.
Definitely spotted him. Both players know where each other are, and there it is. Hane comes out on top. Tom with the trade. It's down to a 3 versus 2. Still favoring the Polish side, though, with health and player-wise. Really going to come down to this kill right here, and there it is. Tom will not be missing that shot, and it's all down to Plateau now.
Tom's reaction's so quick. Platinum on half HP. 3 players to find 40 seconds, but he has the bomb. It's not going to matter as Lunatic finds the first op shot of the match for himself and tie things up yet again. The 3-3 as the op is finally going to come out for Misk. And I said, caught him either yesterday, I think it was yesterday or the day before. I cast so much CSGO now, it's just hard to keep track at this point. I'm sorry. But he was feeling himself. He was on another level. Hit one of those 1 in a million shots. Blew my mind. Everyone in chat was odd. We'll see if he can do it here, because last time he was playing was on Inferno. I'm not going to see the kick side on Train quite yet.
It's a pretty healthy buy for both teams. Also
Darko got spotted out at ramp real early and stuck around for another like half a second, which seems like an eternity sometimes. He gets tossed on down. He's going to be handed the op for a legitimate Bogdan.
Kick Esports now looking to take control of the ladder area. Nice push off to push mostly off. Veggie from above, though, finds himself a trade. And a second to follow. Not bad. Gets traded off by Shizzy eventually, but it's down to a 3 versus 3. And Darko, the player that was kind of towards the B area early on, he's down to 13 HP, and he's the only defending player towards the B site right now. He's holding in the right direction. Oh, he gives it up at the worst possible timing.
Just CSGO things. He's going to try and recommit to that spot, but he's already been seen as Shisley's dropped on down. He's trying to find the angle. He hops up on top, somehow finds a frag. Darko seems very capable opper, but so is Miss because he finds his first one, answers back, and now pushing through the smoke over towards that Z angle with the P250 out because he knows how much damage has been done towards Darko. He's going to scope in. Little op duel here, and quick flick. I told you Miss was feeling himself, but he doesn't expect Tom to be there too. Down to a 1v1, the player I highlighted the most so far. Time's ticking down, has to pick up a kit, has to pick up a frag as well. Doesn't know where Shisley is up top, pre-firing all the things.
Nah, this is lost. This is lost.
Yeah.
No kit, no shot. Yeah, there it is. Nice round from very well played by Shizzy. Very patient. 4-3 lead for Kick, and the economy once again is broken here for PACT. And it's gonna be a tough one right now. I think, did they force off that?
Maybe. I mean, they just got reset entirely. Their economy's low. They're going to be on back-to-back ecos regardless. I'd expect to see, yep, there it comes through. P250, double Digs, double CZs, a kit as well. So they're being hopeful.
Yeah, not quite a force buy. I think they're more so like stabilizing or equalizing their economy, excuse me. Trying to make it more even. But I'm surprised investing a lot of money considering that ops.
Immediately, 2 players drop at the minute 35 mark. Lunatic is close. Darko's going to finish off the damage as Tom is going for the flank. Now they've got an AK to work with and armor up behind it. Might be just what they need. They're going to throw that over towards Darko with slightly more HP. The T's, they're already towards the B-bomb site. They're playing this one safe as they rush up the top. Flashbang out. Nobody spotted. Should be a clean plant at the very least.
Yeah, easy peasy. Shizzy now will realize this is clear, and he'll just be holding down that smoke in that CT area. Yeah, easy peasy. AK save for the hands of Darko. Not bad. Not a bad find.
He's still angling forward, and he might find Shisley over towards CT spawn. Actually, he does spot the legs. Long distance free, and it's going to get put down. That's Lunatic and Tom to try and pick that one up and carry that in the next round because this should be done and dusted. They could try and go for some exit kills, but I mean, they're not going to lose a whole lot. They're going to be on an eco next round regardless, and maybe even like a half buy for the third. It's not looking good so far on CT side as Kick are laying them out. Lunatic will try and escape with this. There's a player close by, and I think he might just survive. I think Platt doesn't want to push, but I mean, Platt should be pushing. They've been building up bank.
I mean, they don't have that much bank to justify that just yet.
So that will be the 5th round for Kick Esports. The Portuguese boys looking good so far. A little back and forth, a little squabblish, but PACT, they're going to be forcing up again on pistols? Interesting. This is getting a little risky, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I'm surprised they're making these decisions. But then again, they have the buy next round anyway. But it's going to be a fast play towards the B side right now. Darko to hold it down with the CZ. Tapping away, but the calculator's not quite in his favor today, unfortunately. And now they're going to transition their way onto the B side very quickly, where it's just going to be Veggie by himself for the meantime. Try to hold it down against these angry, very aggressive CZ. There it is, pushing towards him.
Oh, Misk was waiting in that lobby, that little waiting room area, and he caught them off guard, but only 1 kill went his way. Tom answers back with some damage, but can't finalize the kill. Quick round there. The saved AK not doing more than 1 single kill. That will have the buy come back out here at round number 10. Kick Esports leading 6-3, and now we see that double off you highlighted a little earlier.
I don't know what it is about Polish teams on... hopefully I'm not caster cursing them, but I don't know what it is about Polish teams on train on CT side with a double op, but it's so strong with them. Very scary to play against. Let's see if they're able to make this work, though.
Tom finally has this towards Ivy, and he might finally be challenged because Misk is up over that direction as well. That second op for Lunatic is going to be over towards A main, and Misk so fast. These reactions are ungodly. We do have Shisley calling for a stop, but it happened just after the frag happened, so Lunatic is saying, yeah, frag happened. Interesting. Oh, damage done through the floor again. Mulsey's been so good about that, but he gets ate alive down to 50 after the AG sails down, Pop Dog.
Yeah, this pace from Kick seems to be pretty standard for them, minus the few rushes B, but taking their time, getting control of Brown Halls, maintaining control of Ivy side, making sure PACT is not quite getting information from either parts of the map, but yeah, just gonna have to be a gamble stacker here from PACT coming out. 1 player towards the ladder area, 1 towards Ivy, and 2 players B, where it seems to be the hit coming in from Kick.
Lunatic had it scoped in, almost got the collat, misses his second shot. He's going to reaggress, try, and this is the player's drop on down. Misk finds himself a frag, but he's down to 6 HP. And Renato, I don't know if he was dead before that, but he just disconnected from the server. So that'll bring it to a 3 versus 3 either way. As Lunatic up on top of that yellow train looking for something. It's going to be Veggie to find the first frag with Misk on low HP. It's got to be the heavy lifting from Plow.
Yeah, he's in such a weird situation, but he's able to find a kill from that somehow. Down to a 2 versus 2. Misk with it up. Not quite healthy, but Plat.
Nice.
That is disgusting.
One more frag to find. Veggie pushes forward, swaps over to the M4 for the extra ammo, and Platao says no. 3 kills for him, 2 for Misk, and those 2 players will even carry the AWP in the next round.
Wow, what a weird situation for Kick to be in and somehow still come out on top. I mean, Platao was pretty much stuck between that smoke and that the spool area, and able to find 3 kills from that is pretty impressive. But yeah, PACT right now. I think this is probably a very short technical. Not necessarily. Yeah, it's a.
Yeah, I think. Let's see. Yep, they got tech typed in chat. And PACT, their economy is in a spot where they could force up some pistols and armor right here. They'll have that 5-round loss bonus in the following to get the full buy right back out.
I always like imagine like. Whenever there's tech.
You can't do that. That's copyright music. They'll DMCA us.
Oh,
Trebek will find us, man. He'll break down doors. Yeah, right now they are calling for an admin. They need a tech pause coming on through. So we might have some time to talk. Currently, Kick Esports basically 7 in a row. There's one little hiccup in between where PACT got reset. And this is 3-7 off of just the pistol as well. So it's a little shaky. CT side, typically favored in my opinion. But the T side's been more and more accessible, as what we talked about earlier on, basically during warm-up, where it's like you kind of feel out where the CT aggressor is going to come from. The map hasn't changed in so long that there's only so many ways you're going to be able to push things and so many surprises you can pull out.
Absolutely. Like even the way teams are now taking ladder control, like the double drop down with the flashes, like yeah, it's slowly evolving, but it's like at a fundamental level the same way, just ensuring the trades are happening towards the ladder area, getting control of that opens up space for you towards the outer courtyard, whether you're denying Ivy or pressuring Ivy. It's pretty standard now. But yeah, it seems like Kick has it pretty well done. Even their calling is like super on the fly, and it seems to be working out pretty well for them. PACT's struggling a little bit, and that on top of that, I think a biggest struggle for PACT is the fact that they're managing their economy in a pretty unusual way on these sort of save rounds, where they could, they're not favored to win these rounds by any means, but if they don't buy armor, for example, they might have that extra utility or kit to make these retakes work, but there's certain situations that they've lost.
We see that buy starting to come out for PACT as well. Once again, just a little CZ action for Darko. Veggie's on the deagle. They can't invest too much in your Darko. Is actually kind of bought himself a little further down than I'd like to see, especially if they want to go for that double op, because they lose the round after that. Then it could just be a runaway. We could see a 12-3, 11-4 at this point if it doesn't start going their way soon. But Renato has jumped back right into the server. We should be underway momentarily. Once again, thank you for joining us. If you have not followed the channel, do so now. Follow the social media, !casters in chat. Drop a follow over towards Mel's as well, because we'll be bringing you action every Monday and Thursday here on Winners League. And I bring you a little action on the EU side of things almost every morning this week, a lot last week as well. And strongly, you'll be jumping on the MDL scene every now and then, or the NA scene every so often as well.
Yeah. It seems like we are finally live. It is going to be a pretty broken purchase here for PACT as their economy is struggling, but they are on the 4-round loss bonus though, so they will have a nice healthy buy next round. Let's see what they decide to do with this purchase that they have.
What is this MP9 doing? Okay, I mean, they can afford it, but it's a strange one, especially paired with a couple P250s and upgraded pistols. That's all they got. 3 sets of armor on Mulsi, Darko, and Veggie, who's now no longer rocking the B-bomb site. They left it all towards Darko. And Mulsi finally, okay, you know what? I criticized it. Now he's got an AK, but he will be dropped on down. Ilya swings out, finds a quick frag under Veggie, whose deagle worked perfectly from this angle. Now it's doing with 2 versus 2. For as much as we criticized it, well, that's kind of what the caster's curse is made for.
Wow. That is quite a recovery right now. Tom from the flank, and K1CK is very aware of that potential.
Good.
That is...
Yeah, Tom's been pushing that like at least 3 rounds now. It's kind of expected at this point. We'll see if he stops doing that once he gets the op in hand. This time it seems like Lunatic's going to have that, and the second op will be bought on over. As I said, this could get out of hand quite quickly for them. If they miss this round, I'm thinking we could be seeing a 12-3 up against the Poles.
Yeah, I mean, that would be an absolute disaster for the Poles, for sure. Utility now. Finally, the economy is pretty good for the PACT side. They do have the Molotovs to slow down the outside control. And how are they going to deal with Mulsi in ladder? Because, I mean, he's been playing this position pretty much every single round, and he hasn't quite found a way to deal with it just yet. Ronaldo takes down Darko towards the B side, and it just seems like the defense continues to crumble for PACT, and they don't have an answer. I mean, it's been the same setup over and over.
Well, they did find an action for Mulsi. They brought Cunha out, making a lot of noise, flashbanging himself, and now the total pool comes down. Mulsi takes the peek aggressively, does this every time. It's only worked out for him once so far. That'll be down to 3 versus 5 with the double opposite of this round. Might just be done and dusted unless the T side of Kick decides to go push in towards A. And they haven't been. They've just been like, all right, we'll find some contact plays, we'll find some frags, and then take it on over towards B, plant safely. And unless Lunatic can do the Lord's work right now, I'm not expecting a whole lot from the CT side.
I mean, they still have the double op setup still available. I mean, if Lunatic and Tom can pick up some frags right here, you've been hyping them up the whole time. Oh. Okay. As I say that, a wide peak one tap comes out from Renato. God, I guess the suffix there on his name makes a lot of sense.
He's been one of the heavy hitters on that team. Currently only in 9 frags is Platt leading the way. Shisley up on 10. Only ones at double digits so far. Everyone on PACT about doing even lifting. No real star shining out there. So they've only got 3 rounds on the board. You might just start hoping that they're more of a T side. And if we do see that 12-3 cursed score line, it seems to go back the other way every single time. We'll see if they can avoid that. And, well, hold up a second. Veggie that might have had that import taken away. Now it's Platt's turn to try, but not going to happen. Tom finds his frag. First of the round right there. And another one. How many weapons do they want to sacrifice? They've got Skrilla. They've got money to try and answer back. But they push forward, lose one more player. And now finally Ombi dropped. Veggie wants to scooch over and grab that up, but it's too far away. He tucks himself into the corner. Only the AK saved.
That's a big loss.
Yeah.
That's so worth it for KiK Esports. I mean, yeah, they suffered a little bit of economy, but overall, that was definitely worth it. Now they might be able to secure themselves a 10th round, but a force buy comes out from PACT. They're thinking about the force buy either way, so I mean, those weapons were very crucial for them in this round. But they don't have it. They just have that one M4, the AK saved, and Double 8 comes out early and takes down Renato. That's a great start. That might be what they need.
First foot forward, now action on towards Darko as they pressure ramp, but they slow it down. Biding their time. They know they don't need to pressure this. They got the early frag on, but now smoke was there. But somehow Platt finds the frag before it plumes. Veggie just rounded the corner and was met with a bullet to the chest. Now I've got 1T up top. Cunha biding his time as well. Evening it out, 4 versus 4. It's early days in the round. They don't need to pressure this, and Kick very wisely have been slowing it down, waiting for some aggression. Cunha's just posted up top of B, waiting for someone to peek between Oil Train and Yellow. They've got Tom kind of angling over towards Ivy, but he's just brought himself back as he spotted out nothing.
Yeah, I mean, PAX is definitely playing the information game correctly. They're just unsuccessful in how these rounds are unfolding. Mulsi gets taken down to quite a bit.
Yeah, that was Cunha. He's expecting that. It's been Lunatic almost every single round on those back lines of the B bomb site. Finally, Cunha's patience pays off. I like the angle. But now PACT, they've kind of realized, hey, these boys, they like the B bomb site. Let's stack 3 players there. They keep Lunatic over towards T-Con in case anything changes, but 40 seconds left. The T's start going down those stairs in towards halls. It's going to be a real heavy lifting now for the CT side.
Yeah, I mean, Tom spotted Ivy earlier, saw nothing, right? And they still have that player in T-Con. So, I mean, they have a pretty good inkling this is going to be a B hand. There it is. It's coming in right now. Mostly will be the first line of defense. He finds the first frag, and he's still alive and well. And Darko towards the school area. He's been spotted, unfortunately, but Mulsi is shutting it down. Now Tom is chiming in, and there it is. The Polish side has finally picked up another round on the board after quite a bit of a streak there from Kick. And they now have the 4th on the board. And they make it 6 because they're definitely going to need every single round they can get here to make this next half a little easier on themselves.
I'm a little doubtful. They got 1 buy round earlier on and were immediately reset. 6 in a row between these only 2 rounds they've got since the pistol. They have AKs across the board for Kicked as well. Plenty of money for the next round. And fast action down. Drop will have Platt go down. Shisley wants to answer back, but he's going to be met in the face with a nade. Lunatic's offshot rings out, and it's looking good so far. 3 versus 5 for the Portuguese.
There it is. A sign of life finally from PACT. I mean, I was starting to lose a little bit of hope, but now I'm starting to feel it a little bit. Misk jumping on top of the smoke. There's a nice cheeky little play by him, but unfortunately he can't get down without making noise, so going to be up there for a hot minute. And it gets rewarded. Tom goes a little bit too wide for comfort, and there it is. But still an advantage for PACT, and now they know 2 players are in that direction.
flashed in it for perfect. Oh, well, maybe a little too perfect because all three players are blind. He does cross over safely. A Molotov to slow them down, but it gets extinguished just a little too much into the smoke. Doesn't matter, though. Veggie takes the distraction, finds the frag, leaving only Renato alive. 9 versus 4. 1 versus 4 in this round. Likely giving this up to PACT, and indeed they do, as Veggie will find that team the 5th round, get some back-to-backs on the buys here last round of the half.
And the economy is not looking too hot right now at all. For the kick side, I think they have maybe 2 AKs in this round.
Let's see in a second.
3 AKs in this
3
round.
squeaked one out, just barely dropped that over towards Kunya. Missed holding one as well. Shisley holds the 3rd. Everyone else just rocking those upgraded pistols. They got a bit of utility. This time Molsey doesn't go fast up top, but Darko finds the first, second even, and the 3rd. Beautiful spray down from that man right there. And they've already got the rotation over if Kick wants to commit to it, but they pick up the bomb, they slow it down, they bide their time.
Finally, that position works for Darko. He's been running it almost every single round, and he's finally paid off for him with a nice triple kill. But again, I mean, 9-6 wouldn't be too bad of a half considering how things went. Misk now really to charge towards the B side. Kunya's taking quite a bit of damage right there. But Misk, he needs to somehow find these kills early on. He's tapping away, but Lunatic just a little bit too quick with the AWP, and he's going to close it out. There it is. Both players taken down, and now it is the 9-6 half for Kick Esports. A pretty good half for Kick nonetheless.
PACT got the first 2 rounds, ended with the last 3. So they have a little bit of momentum going into that second half. They get the pistol, tie things up. Could go anyone's game at this point, but good to see that both teams are actually heated on up. Everyone getting some frags up on the board. No weak links right here. All comes down to the pistol to see who can get this momentum continued or going. Looks like a stock standard round from the CT side. Just Kunya getting the kit in the smoke. And PACT going for an unorthodox buy. Just armor across the board. And untrained, that's questionable in my opinion. I want to see those smokes, the flashbangs to get you out safely. But hey, Molsey's already out towards Olaf. Doesn't need flashes apparently. The rest of the crew going over towards Ivy.
Yeah, this is a pinch towards the Ivy side right now. If they're not fast enough, they're going to get pincered by these 2 players. And there it is. Lunatic comes out. Guns blazing. Finds himself 2 kills. Tom will find the 3rd. It's all crumbling down for Kick Esports as PACT aggressively makes their way onto the site. And there, Lunatic is just not quite satisfied. A nice gush comes out onto Shisley. And he's all done. Wow.
What was that round? It was over like, what, 25 seconds. I had the heavily criticized buy, and it just worked out perfectly. And interestingly enough, they're going full AKs in the second round. I can shake my head at it all I want, but if it works, it works. Kick Esports, they're forcing up as well. Get the scout on Renato, upgraded pistols for the rest of the crew, but only armor on 3 of them.
Yeah, I mean, 3 players on PACT side didn't even take a point of damage, right? So it's pretty discounted head armor for them. Veggie's finding the first frag already. Things are already crumbling for Kick Esports. But yeah, clear cut, I would say. Actually, wait, they forced the second round. That's interesting.
It's kind of dangerous for the 3rd yet. So Veggie's on another level right now. The Super Saiyan Vegeta right now, maybe. Shisley's the last one alive, and he's up towards Pop. Just waiting for Molsey to find him on the other side of it. But no, it's Tom to push forward, and the headshot's going to come through. It's an AK to pick up. Damage to be done, or an AK to be saved as the bomb has been planted. It's going to come back up top, and there we go. Molsey finds it in the end. Pop Dog seems to be his terrain.
Yeah, I'm very, very surprised Kick Esports bought in that round. They could have just maybe bought nades, saved up for this round. They would have had weapons, but now the money for PACT and mounts. And this is kind of why the meta evolved for people to fully save the second round. Is you don't want to be in a situation where you lose the force buy, then you lose this round, and now PACT is going to be coming into the first gun round with $6,000, maybe even more than that.
Nade stack worked for 1 frag at the very least. Took Darko down low, but he's still finding 2 frags. Molsey, Tom, Veggie all chiming in. Just Misk left alive with the USP and the Dream. As they round the corner, Veggie's already waiting for him. And announces his presence as well. Misk just pushes on. He's like, well, the round's pretty much over. He gets a good little shot off, but Veggie's hit is harder. 3 players stay alive, and they tie things up 9-9 as the buy will come out for the CT side. Misk finds himself on the AWP. Lunatic has his out as well on T side.
I think this is the first time we see an ops on both teams come out this early.
The economy was so shaky last half, just nobody got it out until like round number 12 or 13. It was a little early on for PAC's side, but once again, it wasn't like op versus op until quite later, where I think it was Misk who found Tom once and Ivy. We didn't get to see the great op duels, and we might not this round either, as Lunatic gets chunked on down. He's got his op in halls. Misk has his op trained towards Pop Dog.
Yeah, I mean, PACT is very, very heavily towards the B side right now, towards the brown halls. They're just waiting for the right time to strike, maybe waiting out some of the utility in the hands of Kick, but I mean, Kick do have the 2 players on the B defense, and they have that 1 player towards the ladder, so they have the fast flank potential.
Misk is about to get challenged right here, but the smoke plumes, and his gaze is going to get trained on downward as the T's start making some noise that direction. They do back up that 1 CT. That's Shisley, who's now in an awkward position, has to drop on down. He's smoked off again. Molotov's thrown out. Great utility usage from PACT to get on towards site. Pretty much unchallenged. Finally, Shisley finds a frag, and he hears one close on bomb train.
Yeah, he finds that kill on bomb train too, but Veggie with a nice stray, but it's 4 versus 3, still favoring the Kick side right now. Veggie with a long range spray finds that, and Lunatic with the support, supporting his teammate, and there it is. Cunha on the flank finds himself 1, 2 versus 2. Lunatic not quite able to land the shot. He falls, and it's all down to Veggie now. 1 versus 2, and Misk takes that down, and that is the round for Kick Esports. Wow, what a brawl on that B retake.
That was good from both sides. Kick just came out on top. I mean, no one really made any big mistakes there. It was just aim duels. Good little flank from Cunha. Got them looking both directions. Had that last player all confused. Not to mention the Cunha picked up that second op, so they can start building up that economy on the CT side. They're going to throw that over towards Renato. As for the T's, they can still get out the op. AKs across the board, so they're not out of it yet.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they have nice bank reserve right now. No problem. Yeah, the AKs come out, the op comes out. A lot of utility on all the players except Tom, who has nothing except that AK. Gonna be guns out for him, probably on the entry. Yeah, once again, a pretty standard setup right here for PACT, just slowly gaining control of the map. But instead of Brown Halls, they're focusing more on Ivy this time around. But they're up against Renato God, who's solo holding Ivy with that op.
Yeah, interestingly enough, Kick, despite winning the round, saving 2 ops, they only got 2 SMGs on Platt and Shisley, so the soul rifle on Cunha got chunked on down as they were double holding over towards Hop Dog. The nades hurt him, but Renato did find the first frag for Kick Esports.
Nice little op duel towards the Ivy side, but Renato comes out on top. Yeah, the round slows down once again right here. PAC's just going to have to try to decide what they want to do. I mean, they're not in any position to commit to any bomb site right now, but Darko, he's in a position very forward. He takes down bold players. That's a bit of a mistake from Kick Esports.
Yeah, they got Tom pincering in from Ivy. Renato's stuck in a rock in a hard place. He's no one to help him out, even through swinging out through Pop Dog. And suddenly Kick Esports down in a 2 versus 4. Shisley's trying to find a better weapon upgrade too. Misk alone, but he finds the first frag. That's Tom down. 3 more to find. As we have Shisley finding absolutely nothing. He's all the way on the back lines, going through East Spawn, or towards it anyways. The 35-second mark, the bomb will be recovered. Be planting that sometime soon. But Misk is getting challenged. I think Elbow is spotted out there. Mulsey knows. Now they're going to exchange a little bit of utility. Flashbang to slow them down. Molotov towards the T's will roast Darko down at 57.
Yeah, I mean, Shizzy went for the long flank, so I'm not quite sure if they're going to be ready for that. Actually, Mulsey is holding for it, so he seems to be sort of aware of that happening right now. It's really going to come down to timing right here, or if Misk can pull the attention away. But Shizzy, oh man, that was almost a mess up there from Mulsey. But he finds that kill, now it's just going to be Misk saving his op. But this is a very harsh reset right here for Kick, unfortunately. They only have that op to work with, so they kind of have to make that work.
I don't think they have it much longer. They got a guy coming from Ivy 2, coming from East Spawn. They are pincering on in. He can only look one direction at once. And Darko's just to come around that corner. Mulsey around the other corner. And Misk, good luck, good night.
Rest in peace.
That'll be the op picked up for Darko. Keep those 2 AKs on the back of that. Tied up yet again. End to end. Kick Esports, their economy getting a reset as well. So they're going to force up here. They're going to be on the save next round regardless. It's starting to look a little bit bleak. PACT definitely happier on the T side.
Yeah, they seem to be much more cohesive on the T side for sure. The aggression just paying off for them. Yeah, once again, fast play for PACT. They're actually, instead of going B this time, they're going straight down the ladder, and it seems like it's going to be a fast play towards the outside.
Beautiful shot from Renato. Veggie had his lined up, but didn't pull the trigger fast enough. It's a 2-for-2 trade early on. Brought down to just the pistols for Kick, with happy with the damage done. Can still try and find some more here, as they do have one more player towards the back lines of Ivy. That's going to be Platt. He's currently smoked off. I saw that one coming. Where did Mulsey take damage from? I'm so confused right now. There's nobody close. Oh, no, it's Shisley who's dropping down. He's not going to find anything, though. Just one more player to drop for the Kick Esports side. Shisley, they know where you are. You're pretty much done. Does they chuck a nade up? What? How is he alive?
How is either of these players alive right now?
It's a little awkward. I think they were Goomba'd Mulsey a little bit, who was doing great from the bottom side on the CT half, but can't find the frag on the Shisley. They're just going to bide their time. The bomb's ticking on down. 11 rounds as PACT will take the lead once again here on Train. Our second match of the day, by the way. If you're here for this one, don't go anywhere, because we have 2 more matches after this. That's going to be Vexed versus XCOM, and to round it off, the Flow versus Smoke Criminals.
Yeah, those are two very exciting matches coming up. I mean, every single match we've broadcasted so far has been just neck to neck, round by round. Been pretty close games. But now K1CK Esports, their economy's not looking too hot. Shizzy has that 5-7 plus the armor save from prior, but should be a nice clean cut round here for PACT. And Tom's already starting off the round by, once again, another fast push towards the outside for PACT.
Renato's closing the gap, but just closes himself out. Tom puts him down. Last two players towards the A site coming through Z, smoked off. And last CT elsewhere. Oh, wait, consolation kills so far. Maybe even more now as he's gifted himself an AK. Misk dropping down Pop Dog. Molsey's there. Of course he is. Now just Cunha saved that AK. Plat trying to make sure they can split the gaze in different directions because they've got man coming in through Z. Footsteps made. Cunha spotted out. Taps away. And now Plat is nowhere near it to pick it back up. But maybe they can find himself a kill or two.
I mean, that'd be ideal, but I don't think he will. Oh,
well,
okay.
Una mais.
Okay. Okay. It's an op.
Oh, it is indeed, man. That's the best. That's the best possible outcome right there. Can he save it? He can indeed.
Wow, that actually changes up this round a lot for K1CK. Not only do they have that op for free, but now they can get up that extra utility plus the kits going up right now. So that's a huge find right there from Platal, I believe that was. But yeah, money's not even looking that strong for PACT just yet. It's really only Molsey and Darko who have the big chunk of the economy. So I mean, K1CK Esports are just really just one round away from potentially mounting the comeback plus getting a lead right here. But a fast bait coming out from PACT. Out the smoke they go. Shizzy only able to find one kill. The rotations are coming in, but a missed shot from Misk now gives an opportunity for PACT to close the distance.
Misk misses his first shot, has another opportunity, but he's flashed off. Just timing is going against him. But Renato finds one more frag to bring it back to even numbers as the bomb is being planted. With a big flank coming out from Cunha. That might be spotted out. Plat's also wary about somebody who could have been coming down Pop Dog as they didn't have all the information play. But Veggie might be spotted out sooner rather than later as he's up top in halls as well. Awkward positioning now, Tom. Coming up, here's Renato moving around. Plat's going to take this peek, but no, he stalls himself out. Are they not going to go for this? Well, they might not be now, as Tom finds his first one. Knows that second player is. It's all up to the flank of Cunha, who's going to be dropped immediately after Renato goes down.
Wow. I really like how disciplined PACT was in that postman. I mean, I thought they were going to maybe overstep their bounds considering Tom had just such a forward position, but he striked at the perfect time. Made that so awkward for K1CK to retake that. But now the economy is broken for K1CK, unfortunately. I mean, not totally broken, but it is going to be a single eco coming out right here. Just upgraded pistols.
Oh, did you see that?
No, what happened?
He tried to get rid of a nade and it bounced awkwardly and it just softened up too. It's like negligible damage, but every little bit counts.
I mean, yeah, they're already on the B site. They're just trucking on in.
Let's see. He's got himself an AK to work with. Well, maybe just an AK to save, because right now, 3 versus 4, I'm not feeling their chances. Shisley and Renato, they can try and hold this off, and they can keep that AK for the next round. Yeah, it's already tucking itself back towards Ivy. So these guys are just hoping to find themselves some upgraded weaponry as well, as PACT are going to go up 14-10.
Yeah, I mean, this is like the reverse of what we saw in the first half, right? PACT literally struggled on the CT side. They couldn't quite string rounds together, and it seems to be the same storyline here for K1CK. I mean, get that tab real quick just to see how many rounds in a row we're... Yeah, I mean, that is... Yeah, no rounds strung together whatsoever for K1CK so far in this half. I mean, it's been 5 rounds in a row now for PACT. Going off 3 off the pistol as intended, but... I mean, both teams seems to be more comfortable on the offense than the defense right now.
Let's see what the buy comes out. Double ops for Misk and Renato. M4s for the rest of the crew, and the one saved AK to try and claw their way back now because the economy is bought down quite low. Plat still has a tiny investment for the next one if somehow this falters, but I would not be holding out for them if they lose this one here. Portuguese side need to get something going right here, right now. It's going to be fast action towards Ivy for them to do it with. Renato has the op trained towards Pop Dog right now, but he hears the footsteps, has to swing it, and he misses his first shot. That's 1 down. There's 2 more holding close. Plat, next point of contact. Potentially, it's towards full bomb train. He does find the first. Cunha finds the second, and then he swings. Plat, great spray transfer, down to a 2 versus 2. Fast action here, round number 25.
It's going to slow down a little bit while the smokes are kind of up right now. The bomb does go down for PACT, and it's going to be Lunatic and Veggie versus Shizzy and Misk. It's going to be an op battle versus a rifle battle. Shizzy's been spotted, but they also know where Veggie is now. Still don't quite know where Lunatic is or where Misk is.
Misk retaking with AWP is going to be difficult. Shisley finds the first one on the opposite side of the smoke. Veggie starting to push forward. He hears the footsteps, hears them jump up. Misk has a nade in hand. Veggie didn't capitalize on the timing, though, waiting for them to tap it. That he does. He's trying to find the angle, and that he does. Lines them up, puts them down. Misk and Shisley gone. Veggie finds himself the hat trick. 3 kills, and they find PACT on match point here against Kick.
Wow, that was that was beautiful to watch from Veggie. So much patience in that smoke, not quite over peaking, not quite making steps, just hanging out. He knew that they thought he was in ladder, so he's just in a very perfect position for that situation. There it is, a fast play now towards the B site for PACT. He looked to gain. Actually, no, just kidding. They're going down the ladder. This is another fast A hit.
Yeah, Molsey had been fast out T-com, but got put down immediately. Now Cunha's answering back. 1-2, almost another. But Platt did find less on the damage. Renato finds himself the third. And now just Lunatic, P250 out, rattling some damage. Takes Platt down to 4 HP and swaps to the op, but can't pull the trigger. It's going to be Misk to bring it back. And chat, you did it too soon. I saw you guys calling GG. It was not over by a long shot. They had the op. They had 2 FAMAS. They had 2 M4s. You never call GG until it's over. Let me tell you as a caster.
Chat. You made the cardinal sin of the GG curse. Now we're going to be going into OT, and it's going to make the 12-3 rule even more real.
Wasn't 12-3 though. We avoided it.
Oh yeah, it was 9-6. That's right.
It was 9-6. It was close though. It could have gone 12-3.
Yeah, it could have been a 12-3.
One round.
12-3 in my heart, but
Renato found the first one. Tom down, AKs in hand for the rest of the crew. Darko damaged, Darko dead, and now maybe some more damage for the ECT side, but no, they get Molsey got caught on the ladder. It's just falling apart. Hacks look completely like unconfident at this point.
And it's suddenly all just Veggies. But it's been only 40 seconds, guys. What's going on?
They thought they had it too. I think that they'd be like, wait, they may have picked up a little bit. And a clean round coming back to haunt chat. 2 in a row now. 3 more to do it to bring us to overtime.
Yeah, man, just look at the buy right now for Kick. They have 3 AKs and 2 ops. They don't have the only CT weapon is, I mean, it's not even a CT weapon, but it's ops. They're running triple AKs on the rifle. That's pretty scary. But yeah, the economy is finally broken for PACT. It's really just down to pistols upgraded. And just 1 armor on Molsey, some utility to make this work. And it's going to be a fast hit coming in towards the Ivy side right now. Renato gets absolutely destroyed towards the Ivy. And now they're trucking on in. They do have an op to work with. So that might switch up their pace a little bit. Fumbling around with it just a little bit. Doing some juggles real quick. But now they can slow down and work that out.
Oh, Platt, perfect timing. He caught them trying to boost up top. Now Molsey picks up the AWP. The 2 versus 3. Tom gonna collect the bomb, looking for a weapon, but nothing is there. Wait, there has to be a weapon there. I think it just got chucked behind the box. He wants to go for it. So Molsey's gonna hold this with him, drop that picked up smoke, and again they go for the boost. And this time Platt isn't gonna ruin it. As he's up, he spots the quick player over towards bomb train, but he gets put right back down. It's all up to Tom, the hero who has no armor, just 1 HE. He can pick up the AWP and oh no, we found an AK. He's gonna just edge on the smoke. Gap there, Cunha down. Number 1 versus 3. One versus one from a 1 versus 3. And it's all up against Misk, the man who's, I've said, been the heaviest hitter, has the op out. Actually, got down to the P250. I think he may have thought there's more damage done to him.
Yeah, this is very awkward right now because neither player knows where the other is. And it's really just gonna come down to timing. Misk I think Misk is playing this very, very well right now, just maintaining his position. I think he just wait.
I don't know if he saw it.
I don't think
it was just a headshot. He hears it now, though. He knows, and Tom's going to safely tuck himself over towards the B bomb site. Misk. The question is, do you go through Z or do you go Pop Dog? He's angling over towards Z for the time being. So bomb planted. Misk switches over towards the AK-47, and this is going to be so difficult for either of these players. 1 versus 1 on match point. Tom, the hero I highlighted for the Polish side. Misk, man, I said who was feeling himself. I think the 2 star players in my mind.
These are both players to watch for you, right? Up against each other right now in this very important
and Tom
round.
spotted it out, lines it up, taps him in the back of the head.
Wow.
Good play right there. Off the back of an eco that kicks